Hello and welcome to another The Builders Agency Lessons. Today, we're going to talk about end of the year company meetings. I actually had my first one in my agency. I never had one before because, I think the team wasn't at a point or a place in previous years, first couple of years I didn't have a team really, but some random contractors here and there, awesome contractors. They're not actually part of the team in what we're doing right now. But teams grow and your company grows. And the good news is in 2022, we as an agency have grown in revenue and the team size. In fact, I got another full-time developer starting Monday, which makes it 6 full-time and some floaters that float in and out to help me out on things. So we are definitely growing at a good pace. One of the things that I think that, it kind of is my role, and this is, I think it's hard to, there's so many different hats that you wear over the years as your business develops and evolves. And at some point you got to realize this is like a real business. This is like a real company with real people, and I have real responsibility to make sure that it's run in a way where everyone's on the same page. I got to care about, team building and making sure there's a good relationship between everybody, and have opportunities for us to kind of get together and talk about the vision, and also to celebrate the wins and provide some direction and so forth. And I think I had worked at a company called Rapid Crush, and they kind of introduced me to meetings. See, before Rapid Crush, and I worked there for like 4 years, but before Rapid Crush, I never really worked for a corporation. They were not probably your traditional corporation. They were smaller in scope, and it was more like a tight-knit family. But it's still, when I was there, they were going through this evolution of like running things more in a corporate way, more structured. The CEO that they had hired at that time was helping that too, and so on and so forth. But team meetings became a thing. And certainly meetings like, the end of the year, what we're going to all do, what's the vision, all that kind of thing, was a thing. Now, I don't know if my form's anywhere near that, what they did, but I thought, what, I should probably start doing something like this, because we kind of have this core team that we've developed. We just celebrated the first member of that team has been here 2 years. And they're established. They have their roles. Each has their own kind of role in the company and doing their thing and contributing. And we've become this like family, right? But one of the things that can happen in a business and an agency as you scale is everyone kind of falls into their little silos, right? And I may have one-on-one meetings with them, or meetings with different parts of the team at different times, but we don't always get a chance to come together as a team and feel like a full team, that we're all contributing to a common vision. And that's what yesterday's meeting was. I got everybody together on a call, and we did just that. There was a really good feeling on the call of like, everyone was happy to be there, like, oh my gosh, we need to do this more often. And I said that. We need to get together more often. In fact, we need to get together, with this other person, this person that maybe some contractors and stuff. Like, they want everybody to be in these meetings. And this one's more of like an internal meeting, but I'm starting to think, well, can we do more of these type of activities to even forge those relationships even better and to build that team? But the way I structured it, I don't want to get too, go on and on about this, but the way I kind of structured it, so I basically had it in 3 parts. And the first was kind of year in review, like 2022. How did we do? What did we accomplish this year? From I have it over here from like, what did we do in terms of accomplishing the goal we set out to do this year? Like one of our goals as an example was for Matt to do more networking this year. And I did that. I was introduced to Quick Connects, did a bunch of those, and just in meeting people in person and doing a lot more networking, that, reaped us benefits. It was great. Also come down to the actual accounts that we have. We started, a couple larger relationships with other agencies that are, that's helped us with growth, but also making us more busy and having to grow the team. We've retained long-term clients, which is a big win for me. That's really, really important to me. It's not just, adding new accounts, but it's also making sure that these guys over here don't even know we're adding accounts. They don't feel it, right? That's the idea. So talking about things like that and going into a little more detail about some of those things. And then one of the things like in between, like the second phase of this was just to let them talk. I asked them questions and kind of went around the table, the virtual table to, for them each to take a couple minutes just to talk about their 2022. And first of all, to talk about what they do in the company, because I think that's a good thing for everyone to understand what each other do. What do they love best about what they're doing? The biggest win or lesson, that was a great one. And then what are they looking forward to in 2023? Around a lot of that's around professional development and stuff, but the wins were really, really interested. And then I would have a little comment afterwards and about that specifically. And it was just really, really great. It was a great little team building exercise, and it was good to hear from everybody. It was good. And then we rounded off, obviously, talking about 2023. What are our initiatives? Where are we headed? Well, actually, before that, I did talk about our revenue. I did that after that. Sorry, in order. I did talk towards the end about our growth this year, and then what I would expect for the following year. We did dynamic this year, so if we can keep that pace in a few years, we'll be doing real well. So I did end with the 2023. Talked about where I see the team going, how that's developing, how we're going to possibly develop a secondary team to handle things. I've talked about our products. We launched some products this year, and next year we're actually going to go out and market them and maybe get some sales. But what are our sales goals for that? What are we focused on in that realm? For us, products now, list building's a thing. List building has been a little bit of a thing. We've toyed with it, but really now with products, list building has to be a thing. And that's actually good. That's kind of one of our funnels that, it can lead to many things. It all ties together. Beyond that, again, what do we plan on the services side? What is our goal to attract more business? What does that look like? And what else are we going to do on the marketing side? We're going to continue doing podcasting, networking. I think, we're going to do a lot of the same things because it's working, right? So it worked this year. We're not going to change. We're probably just going to get better at it. But we are the list building thing is going to be more of a focus in terms of marketing and stuff. And we're probably going to throw in some advertising and start testing advertising in that realm because we're doing products now. So I didn't really do that with services. But yeah, so those are things. That's kind of how I structured it. Just starting with, let's recap the year. Let's do a team thing. See individually how they think that year went and now where they're headed. How they feel about the coming year, and then closing it out with simply talking about what our goals are and stuff like that. I thought, again, this is the first time I've done it. I'm basing it on what I think a meeting like that should be. And I have to do all the talking because, I don't have a marketing, I have a marketing department technically, but I'm going to be the guy that's planning this and managing this and all that. I kind of set the vision and the strategy for the company. That's my role still. But it was great. And I really, really recommend it. Maybe it's not something you do in the beginning, like I didn't, but there's a certain stage, certain team size. where again you can all kind of be stuck in these little silos, and you kind of feel like there's a bond there, and you talk about the company on maybe in emails and stuff like that. But to get together as a team, especially if you can see each other on camera like we did, and it was really powerful. It's great. I think it was good seeing everybody, and I really did feel like we were a family. It was a lot of fun. So recommend it. Hopefully you found this interesting, helpful, insightful, and you're wiser for tuning in. Until next time, take care.